beer review. You have the Rhino. You have Average Joe. We actually have a beer that Don Rigg sent us. Don Rigg 13.
I definitely didn't send it.
Yeah, Don Rigg 13 sent this. This is Innis and Gunn Oloroso Cask oak aged beer, aged for 60 days. Oloroso casks are a sherry, a fortified wine. Oloroso is Spanish for scented.
I have a boner right now. Real quick though, shout out to Don Rigg. Don Rigg also sent me a bottle of this, so I appreciate it, Don. Much thanks to you. And even though I'm drinking half of the Rhinos now, I still enjoy the other one. If it's good, and if it's not, then fuck you, Don. Just kidding, Don.
So, again, their normal label. Slight cyan-like color. Nice looking beer. I guess we should open it and try it, eh?
No, I'm good with just looking at it. Maybe I should read the tasting notes and the aroma notes. No, I probably shouldn't do that. No, that's probably not a good idea.
That's the one thing I hate about the Innis and Gunn bottles.
Right here.
You know what? Tell us what's in it. Don't give us the tasting notes and all that.
Yeah. I hate when beers do that. Any kind of labeling does that. Stupid.
Let people decide what they're tasting on their own.
Yep. Now, just full disclosure, I've really never had.
What's the ABV? 7.4.
Sherry, right?
Yeah.
Sherry cask. I haven't had sherry, I would ever say. I'm not a big connoisseur when it comes to non-beer, when it comes to alcohol, so can't say that I've had sherry before, but see how it goes. I'm sure Mr. Rhino-san will help me out.
Nice white head that was there. I mean, yours didn't stay very long. Mine's still there, though.
Oh, you can swirl it, though. You can swirl it.
You saw the color in the bottle. It's
it's
a nice little slightly brown orange.
Yeah, it's...
You know what? And this is when I get excited with Innis and Gunn. Is when I smell something that doesn't smell just like all their other Innis and Gunn products.
Yep.
Yeah, you get a little bit of toffee and vanilla in there, but it's hidden behind fig, grape.
I'm definitely picking up the grape for sure. What would you say grape-wise? More of a red?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely more of a red grape. Almost like a... Now, again, sherry, when it comes to sherry, wine and stuff, almost has like a slight red wine characteristic for me, honestly. Not full-blown, just a slight touch of it.
Yeah, it actually smells like a red wine. Quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean... And like you said, it doesn't have the typical Innis and Gunn
that's what I like, right?
Yeah, like the Canadian sherry wood to me didn't have typical for me. It was sweeter, had the hints of cherry and maple, and it was just like it excited you because you're not getting the same thing with a slight variation on it. You're actually getting like a full blown new Innis and Gunn product, which good times.
Which so far this smells like.
It doesn't smell as sweet though as typical Innis and Gunn.
No.
No, it doesn't. It's definitely. I wouldn't say it's bitter. It just doesn't have the sweet. Doesn't have the vanilla and oak that is very prevalent in. What the fuck is happening there? The vanilla and oak that's prevalent in the regular oak aged. It's definitely dialed back and more of that sherry, I guess, characteristic. I say more red wine, but sherry, I guess, and it could be just me though. Although he said there was red wine in it, so I'll believe him.
Well,
red wine and Rome.
It's a fortified Rome. Fortified wine.
Rome.
Rome. Leave me the fuck alone. Let's try this.
Fortified Rome.
I fortified Rome all
Cheers.
the time. That's what I call my bathroom. Well, again, it's not the normal Innis and Gunn.
It's not. Definitely not.
Lots of grape flavor coming out.
Yep.
And just really sweet. I didn't think it was going to be from the scent.
It is. It's definitely quite a drastic difference from the aroma to the taste. Honestly. I'm getting more of like a red grape, but there's this, just this sweetness that, I don't know, just kind of hits you. That I can't really put my finger on what exactly it is. It's just like a generic sweetness to me. There's no, it's not like vanilla and this and that and the other. It's just a generic sweetness to me.
Yeah, I'm getting hit with the malt right at the forefront, and then that's just taken over by the sweetness, and red grape is the lingering finish.
Yeah.
A little bit of earthiness on the background, and a little bit of an alcohol burn on the background.
Honestly, it doesn't taste anything like a fucking Innis and Gunn beer, though.
No.
Like, not at all. Like, if you handed me this in the glass, once again, this is a Block 3 snifter, just in case. If they handed me a glass of this, like Chad did, and didn't show me that it was, Innis and Gunn, I wouldn't think that it was an Innis and Gunn beer, honestly. Not in the least. I mean, it has slight characteristics, but I couldn't pinpoint
Yeah,
it.
the more you drink it, there is more of the vanilla that comes out, more of the base ESB that is Innis and Gunn. But
I'm in total shock that it's as sweet as it is, considering the nose. The nose to me, it was like almost just like leveled off. Like, it wasn't bitter, wasn't sweet. It was just kind of in the middle, and the taste is just fucking super sweet. Yeah. And there is a lingering grape characteristic, red grape for me, and it's just
a lingering red grape in there. I actually like it. I just didn't know what it was going to be like going into it.
I like it, but I certainly prefer a lot of their other beers to this one. I think the complexity in those is more so than this. I mean, I'm getting basically the red grape and
this is
sweetness.
A much simpler beer.
Yeah, for sure.
It's using rare barrels that are usually used in Scotch whiskey after it's used for what it's used for originally. So it's probably the first time that Oloroso has been used in beer. It's the first time I've ever heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
Maybe in Spain they
Oloroso
do
Cask.
it, but it's the first thing I've seen in North America.
But that's the cool thing about it is that, Innis and Gunn does some unique out of the box stuff, and this is one of them. Definitely glad I got a chance to try it, and I have another bottle. Maybe we'll age that one, and I'll bring it back at some point.
We can do that.
Maybe like 3-4 months down the line, just see if it changes any.
Yeah, because their beers are known to do that. The thing that they've learned with oak aging beers, with wood aging, is that just like wine, they have an unfortunate period. Yeah. For all we know, it could be in the unfortunate period right now. Well,
look at your the Canadian cherry wood that you aged as a very early beer, and the difference between week 1 and week 4 was quite significant. So, I could see this definitely changing quite a bit over the next couple months. I think it's a good beer. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm not at all.
Oh, I enjoy it as well.
Disappointed. It's something different that I wasn't quite expecting.
Just like I said, though, I think it's the simple man's Innis and Gunn. It does have the slight flavors in there, but the earthy tones and the grape overtake everything. Mm-hmm. And it's not bad. I mean, I'd still give it an 8 out of 10. I'd still buy this. If this hits anywhere around me, it's not destined for it right now. But if it hits anywhere around me, I'm sure going to buy a couple bottles of it just to have, because I love to support Dougal and the crew.
Unless you get Dougaled.
But I love to support Dougal and the crew, so I will buy some. It's a good beer. It's just not. It's not the Irish whiskey cask. It's not the original, and it's not the porter.
What is your favorite? The Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey was one of the beers that I gave a 10 out of 10 for. The very first Irish whiskey. The second Irish whiskey, I gave a 9.75.
See, I never had the pleasure of having the first one. I had the second one. I think I gave it an 8, and I believe I gave the Canadian Cherrywood a 9. I really love that beer. Was amazing.
The Canadian Cherrywood I do love too. Yes.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
But so those are the 4 that I really like. The other ones, hit and miss for me. I mean, I don't like the rum or the spiced rum finish, but that's because I don't like rum. The blonde is just the blonde. The original IPA that they made a long time ago was not that great. The Scottish Pale Ale I wasn't a huge fan of.
I didn't get to try Scottish Pale Ale, but according to you and many other beer tubers, that kind of missed the mark. As far as rating, would you give it an 8?
I gave this an 8, yeah. I'll buy it again. It's just not something I'm going to jump on.
Honestly, I was around a 7, but as I continued to drink it, like the last 2 or 3 sips, it definitely has gotten better. I'd probably go 7.5. I'm trying to think in my mind what I gave a lot of the other variations. I'd say 7 to 5 is pretty much around the average mark for most Innis and Gunns for me. So 7.5.
Yeah, I'd say this is either my 4th or 5th favorite Innis and Gunn product.
Probably somewhere in that range.
I think this one would fight the Treacle Porter.
Yeah, see, the Treacle I was not in the U.S. because we're simpletons. It's called winter beer. 2012. So just, don't go looking for the treacle porter in the U.S. Look for winter beer 2012. Well, no, I guess 2013, whatever their winter beer is this year. Is this the actual winter beer? No, this would be the fall beer?
Yeah, fall beer.
All right, so whatever the winter beer is, 2013 in the U.S., not whatever it's called in Canada and everywhere else.
But yeah, so I would go, personally for myself, I would go the Irish cask. The original, only because I could drink it all day, every day.
Every day.
And then the Canadian Cherrywood. And then, again, a toss-up between this and the Porter as my fourth or fifth
For me,
lineup.
Canadian Cherrywood, Irish whiskey, and then a surprise. Independence Day. I liked it because it had a hop profile to it that you don't see in Innis and Gunn beers. It was a citrusy hop, and it brought something unique to the table. And I see a lot of people didn't care for it or maybe didn't rank it as high. I liked it quite a bit. It was my third favorite.
What? I didn't even think about it, in all honesty, when I was just ranking those, because I really did enjoy it, too. I actually enjoyed it more than the Canada Day one that year.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the... Well, you know what? The Independence Day could probably knock the Porter out. And
Very comparable.
But yeah, so that puts those three at the bottom. But it doesn't matter. This is an 8 out of 10. I'll buy it again.
7.5 out of 10. I would buy it again. I just wouldn't be fucking kicking down doors trying to get it.
Yeah. Thank you, Dougal.
I don't have to. Thank you. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Don. And yeah, again, the simple man's Innis and Gunn. Tastes really nice, but not as complex as Innis and Gunn normally is. Bye. So much hate from beer snobs. Innis and Gunn isn't complex. What are you